Hello guys, and welcome to another weather hurricane forecast type of thing. I haven't done one of these for a while. I've been really busy, but now that hurricane season is picking up, I'm gonna start doing these more frequently. Depending on my time schedule, will probably be one video a day or every other day, depending on the situation. So anyways, we're looking at the Central Pacific right here. And we got Tropical Storm Alvin here. It has 65-mile-per-hour winds, and it's moving northeast, or northwest, excuse me, at 13 miles an hour. So it's moving this way in the colder waters of the Pacific. We got another disturbance here. It has a 40% chance of formation in the next 48 hours. But in the 5-day, it has an 80% chance of formation. So this is most likely going to be our next tropical storm in the Pacific right here. This organized showers and thunderstorms located several hundred miles south of Acapulco, Mexico, are associated with a tropical wave. Environmental conditions are expected to be conducive for development of this system over the next several days. And a tropical depression is likely to form late this weekend or early next week, while the disturbance moves westward to west-northwest, well away from the coast of Mexico. Excuse me, I'm stumbling over my words today. Alright, let's take a look at the GFS models here. And I'm going to show the 5-day forecast instead of going farther in the time, because going farther in the time past like 5 days, it becomes very, very unlikely that it's probably going to happen. And it has two of these storms going like 5 days and onward. It shows two of these storms becoming really big hurricanes, which, I mean, if we get past 5 days, say 5 days goes on and we're still talking about the same systems, then in the same strength, then sure, we'll talk about it. But as for right now, we're just going to go with a 5-day. So here's Alvin right here. It's 1001 millibars of pressure in 65-mile-per-hour winds. You can see it's really, really tight still, even for the pressure that it is in. So let's go 5 days out and see what happens. See, it dissipates by tomorrow. And then we got all of this action going on here. So let's see what deforms and what doesn't. Yeah, it looks like this one is going to be forming. This is 3 days out, right here. No, I don't want to do that. Come on now. 3 days out. 4 days out. 5 days out. Look at that. That's definitely a Category 2 or a Category 3 hurricane. And this is why I don't want to go too far out, because after, as I said, after 5 days, it just gets ridiculous. And I think this goes out to like July 17th, which is absolutely ridiculous. Because you can't really predict the weather that far in advance, so I mean, it's kind of pointless to even go that far. But that's just my opinion, you know. Sometimes they do come to fruition, but more times than any, they don't. So that's why, as I said, I'm just going to keep with the 5-day forecast and not. Looks like this storm right here is generally moving westward to west-northwest. So I don't think the Hawaiian Islands have to worry about this quite yet. I don't know if it's gonna stay strong like this and move towards Hawaii, but I'll definitely keep an eye on this and see what happens. Alright, let's take a look at the Pacific Reynolds isolation temperatures. Well, the equatorial Pacific, where the El Nino was, keyword was, as it has died for now. We got 26 degrees, 26, 25, and 24 at the equator going this way. Now up here is definitely warm enough to sustain tropical development, obviously, because we got 28s and pockets of 29s going on. And this is where the storms are most likely going to be forming for right now. You're going to forget storms forming here because the waters are just getting a little bit cooler than they should be. That's why El Nino is not a thing anymore. And as we go farther west, we even got pockets of 30s over here. This is where your typhoons are probably going to form and become really, really strong. Over the last couple of years, we have seen really, really strong typhoons form here and just whack the whole Asian coast or the Asian countries. So this year's typhoon season is sure to be kept a watch on, for sure. Alright, let's take a look at the Atlantic Reynolds sea surface temperatures. 26 this is going all the way over here to Africa. We got some pockets of 27s and 28s. And we're getting really warm over here. This is getting close to 90-degree water temperature here. I mean, luckily, June has been quiet. We haven't had any storms in June, which, you know, that's the first time that's happened in like a couple years. Because the last number of years, we've had storms form in June. So, I mean, I just have a really bad feeling that we're going to get something like a 1992 season. I mean, I hope that doesn't happen because we had Hurricane Andrew. That was a Category 5 that just wrecked through Miami. But right now, we've only had one named storm, and that was before the Atlantic hurricane season even started. So, who knows? Maybe July might bring a few storms. Who knows? Anyways, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys on the next one.